It's time for us to do the energy reading of today. And I really want to pick up off of the energy I was picking up on last night. I was picking up on this energy of someone was crying, teary-eyed. It's been happening for a couple of days now. So I said, let me come in and meddle. Let me see if it's my collective or somebody in my collective's energy. Because you guys know I'm always reporting the energy. Just call me the energy reporter, child. All right, my name is Maisha, the Goddess Flame, just in case you're new here. And if you're not, thank you for being a part of this community. Shout out to my new subscribers and fam bams. Thank y'all for y'all support. I appreciate you so much, okay? But yeah, I wanted to tap into this energy and see who is crying, okay? I also wanted to let you guys know that this message is timeless. Whenever you click on, it's meant for you to hear this message. Y'all know me, I'm always primping at the beginning of the video because why not? All right, giving people enough time to click on in here. Hey, City Glow Inc. How are you? I hope you're well. Period. Y'all, I was almost in tears earlier. Somebody booked a personal with me, which what you can do it too. That motherfucking energy was so fire. Whoever that person was, I'm talking about, my God, I'm talking about pow, 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 every card. I don't know what that person has been doing in terms of sowing seeds. Like somebody has really had to been kind, like obedient, like every card. I mean, I did like an 8-card spread on this person and all 8 cards was so significant, so powerful. I was like, damn, if this is the type of the energy that's on my collective beings in here, oh my God. What's up, Essential Lover? Welcome in. How are you, beautiful? How is my beautiful people? I'm just giving people a little bit of time to get those alerts to let them know that I'm on because this is not my normal time. You guys know that I'm here 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific time, depending on the days. So you guys make sure you lock that in. You can anticipate that I'll be on anytime between 3 and 4, Monday through Thursday. You can come and get the energy read. But I just had to tell y'all, because I don't know who may need inspiration out there. I don't know what y'all going through. But when I tell you it was somebody, I'm telling you, she just, you know, not to tell her business or anything, but she just wanted some confirmation. She wanted a little bit of guidance. Baby, her motherfucking energy was so potent. Whatever her ancestors and angel guides got for her, I was like, whenever it go down, please don't forget about me. Because I was like, oh my God, you know, I haven't seen that type of energy in a minute. So that could be reason why somebody could be tearing up. Somebody could be happy. Somebody could be receiving, you know, their prayers. Somebody could be receiving their breakthrough. I don't tend to want to always look at things negatively. Come through, Essential Love. You are my first member, okay? You are my first member, okay? So you kind of special around here. You took that first step and you bid, and I'm like, okay, period. So welcome. I appreciate you. Wow. Hey, Tyreek, period. No, y'all, I'm telling y'all, may that blessing, that donation you gave to me and my community, may it return to you tenfold sooner rather than later. Oh my God, so I'm excited here. I'm hoping that this is good tears, you know, that the tears that I'm picking up on is positive, because that message, it brought me to tears. So, and I'm glad that I got to read that energy before I came on here, because last night when I posted that, I was like, who's in tears? I anticipated that it might have been something negative. So this is a confirmation for me not to look at things as always as negative. Somebody could be actually crying tears of joy, you know, and I have my own testimony about, you know, just having some joy, you know. So, hey, Kansas is in the building, period. I see you, Miss Patricia. So I'm going to work with the Lost and Chosen Oracle deck today, just because I feel like I'm dealing with a lot of chosen vessels. Like, I am so honored that y'all rolling up in my community. Like, it's such a pleasure to be reading that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm so grateful and thankful that I don't have that low vibrational energy, that I'm actually reading energy from people that are connected to their ancestors, people that are connected to the light. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yes. Even though it took me 5 years to get here, because I've been having this channel for 5 years, but just seeing you guys roll up in here, I'm so grateful for the work that you have done, for the work that you have put in. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you try to stay high vibrational despite whatever you're going through, you know, despite you guys. Yeah. Let me not ramble, because I can't. I just like showing people appreciation, because you can do anything you want to do. You could be out here being frivolous with your energy. You could be out here, you know, being a savage, being revengeful, being hateful, but instead you contribute positive energy to the collective, and we need to be more thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? Because we feed off that energy. We can use that energy, and you don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you choose to be that type of person, that you choose to feed that kind of energy to the universe, it should be respected and it should be appreciated, you know? So shout out to you. Let's get into the energy reading. Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors of the highest white light, please allow me to channel only the messages of the highest white light. Anything not of the highest white light, please close and shut that door respectfully. Archangel Michael, please protect my energy, the energy of my loved ones here on this side, and the energies of those that are viewing this message now and in the future. Tell us about these tears. Come through. Look, dark night of the soul, soul family. So somebody is, you know, going through this dark night of the soul, right? Because it says dark night of the soul, you are facing past and present traumas from healing purposes. And like I tell you guys all the time, going through the dark night of the soul is dark. Okay, it's dark. Hey, Miss Jennifer. Hey, Coach Unique. Thank you for popping in here. I appreciate it. I love to see your face. I love when your profile pops up. I love that. Thank you so much. Dark night of the soul. It's transition. It's change. It's accepting. It's facing things, facing traumas. It's taking self-accountability. It's like your life is just playing in front of your face. So somebody, you're going through the dark night of the soul. But what I feel like is you're surrounded by your soul family, you know, or you will be. So allow the energy of the soul family to embrace you, which is what I was talking about at the beginning of the reading. Allow this energy that people, I appreciate you so much. I swear to goodness, y'all keep me covered. Y'all come in here and y'all keep me covered. Y'all keep me balanced. You keep me grounded. You keep feeding me that energy so I don't get overtaken by karmic energy. I'm so grateful that y'all watch my back, my energy, my front, my back, the way that y'all do. I appreciate you so much. Miss Stevie said it's shadow work. Yeah, it is. It is. And what I'm saying though, here's what I'm saying though. Allow the energy of the collective to love on you. Okay, if you're going through your shadow work, if you're going through the changes, you don't have to necessarily pick up the phone to call us, but be open to the energy of your soul family. We all have been through experiences and we all going through something at a different level, right? But just like I said, when it comes to the collective, we put good energy out so you can feel it. A lot of you guys should be able to feel the energy of the collective. So allow your soul family to embrace you. Unite with your soul family and connect with your soul family when they have been identified as your soul family. Don't run from your soul family. You know what I'm saying? Don't put a boundary up. Don't be guarded. If you have discernment and you know they're your soul family, we're here. Yeah, use your wisdom. When it comes to the people that's connected to you, your soul family, it says through life experiences, you become wiser and you use it to help others. So if you're going through a dark night of the soul or you going through your shadow work, use your wisdom to allow other people to help you, talk to you. Yeah, look at that bond. This is a soul mission, y'all. This is about the soul family coming together. And you, like I said, a lot of us, we live at a distance. We have never met these people. We don't know these people, but energetically, you can feel your people. Energetically, it says bonding. And that's what's happening. You guys are sending this energy out that is allowing it to heal people that are going through the same transformations that you went through. I love that. Let me have one more here. Spirit said, that's the truth. The sword of the truth. It popped right over as the bonding. This is the soul awakening for the soul family. We are bonded together by the same energy, by the source, our ancestors. I fucks with that. I fucks with that. I mess with that. Look at that. Look at that. Abundance. It's like you gotta go through your transformation and your change, your dark night of the soul, facing your shadow sides, your insecurities, your traumas, before you get to the abundance. before you get to the abundance. Lost girl is out here. Make a break. Yeah, look, lost girl, make a break. It's time to boss up. Either you're going to give up or you're going to boss up, okay? And then that abundance, and right behind it is generational wealth. So I feel like this is the blueprint, the requirements for you guys to come into abundance, for you guys to come into this generational wealth, is to go through the dark night of the soul. I don't think that anybody can acquire a soul mission with the soul family without going through the dark night of the soul. Let's talk about it though. Let me get the tarot. I wanna see what you're going through. What is this dark night of the soul? You are facing past and present traumas for healing. So I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a contract. When I see the Three of Pentacles, it normally talks about teamwork and collaboration and unity and coming together. It talks about rewards, but I like to say it's a contract. It's a new contract. Stevie said, I'm making a big change with a lot of positive on the other side, but I'm walking away from people and I know I need to so I can grow. Period. Period. Okay. I'm feeling like this Three of Pentacles though. Some of you guys could be walking away from a third party. Okay. Yeah. Eight of Cups. Okay. Somebody here, you're manifesting how to get away, how to walk away, how to leave behind the disappointments. You know, this could be abandoning. This could be you feeling abandonment issues when it comes to third parties or people that you have teamed up with in the past. So for some of you, yeah. For some of you, this is calling judgment here on these old co-workers, people that you collaborated with. This could be an old contract. Yeah, with the Chariot, moving on. Somebody here, this contract's over. Like, you need to face that. You need to face this present or past trauma for your healing purposes. That this Three of Pentacles situation, again, it talks about collaboration. It talks about teamwork. You know, it talks about you working with others. It talks about an old contract. And this is judgment being called on that old contract. You know what I'm saying? It's time to move forward here. Why is this person being called to move forward? Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody abuses their control and their power, you know? Somebody here, I feel like you could be a masculine or you could be a feminine, right? Somebody has abused power in your life. Their connection to you has become abusive. Like, somebody feels like they want to control you. You know what I'm saying? This could be somebody you're at a distance from, or you're separated from, or you need to separate from with the Eight of Cups. I feel like this person's own actions have caused you to feel like you want to walk away. You know, I'm also picking up that for some of you, you are connected to people that make you feel alone. Okay, because the Eight of Cups also talks about abandonment. Okay, so some of these people could have abandoned you in your, you know, time of need, but also too, some of these people are in your energy, but they still make you feel alone for whatever reasons. Okay, there's a Queen of Swords out here. Just because I'm saying queen doesn't necessarily mean it could be a female. It could be a masculine as well. Again, take it as it resonates, but this is talking about somebody who could be overly emotional and deceitful, and, you know, somebody here that's not mindful. They're disconnected from their emotions when it comes to dealing with you. Again, this could be somebody that you work with in the job sector. This could be somebody that you have a partnership with, a business partnership. This could be also someone in a relationship. This could be a third party in a relationship. But I don't know. Clarify this Queen of Swords. I don't want to knock anybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, She Heals 21, Miss Jennifer, I see you. I don't want to. For some of you, this Queen of Swords in reverse energy could be you. You know what I'm saying? It could be you. Yeah, it could be you fighting internally with your own self. Like, where you are controlling, you know, where you try to control the narrative. You try to control everything within your life instead of just surrendering and letting things be. Okay. So again, you have to take it as it resonates, because this is a collective. We're all at different points in our life, different aspects in our life. For some of you, this could be somebody in your life that's controlling. For others of you, this could be you battling your own inner demons. You know what I mean? Where you are controlling, where you try to control every situation. Hey, Miss Maria, Mr. Relacos. Okay, I see you. All right, so let's try to clarify a little bit more about this Queen of Swords. Wow. to the Three of Pentacles. Queen of Swords to the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. At one point, whoever this energy is, if it's you or whether it's somebody else, it could have been a fantasy of yours. Also, for some of you, this could be an option. For some of you, this could be a third-party relationship, like somebody you're dealing with on the side. Because I'm seeing Seven of Cups, which oftentimes talks about options. Seven of Cups can also be illusions too, right? Somebody could have fell for an illusion when it comes to somebody. Or this could even be you lying to yourself. I got so many different energies in here. For some of you, it is a third party. This really just like, thank you, Stevie. For some of you, it is a third party here, you know, that's just like really deceitful, easily influenced, or they influence you, controlling. For others of you, because I'm seeing this dark night of the soul, I cannot discount the fact that this could be a change that is needing to happen within you. You could be somebody who is deceitful. You could be somebody that's overly emotional. You could be somebody that's controlling or try to control. You could be somebody that has in the past or presently abused their power. Right? This could be you calling judgment on your own shit, taking self-accountability for your own shit. Or this could be an external influence out here with the Seven of Cups, like an option. For some of you, it is a third party. Again, the only way to make this personal is to do a personal reading, but this is a collective. And I'm just reading the energy, trying to give you some understanding here. All right? I feel like whoever you are, if this is you going through this, right, as the Queen of Swords in reverse, because you're abusive, you abuse power, or because you're controlling, you're going through this dark night of the soul, I feel like you've manifested this chaos and competition in your life here with the Page of Swords energy. I said Page of Swords. The Page of Pentacles with the Five of Wands. The Page of Pentacles is manifestation, right? You could have manifested this competition, this chaos with the Five of Wands, because the Five of Wands is chaos. You manifested this. If this is you, you manifested this, right? By trying to have control, by trying to abuse your power in certain situations or circumstances. That energy ultimately leads you to manifesting chaos. Because it's not natural. It's not normal. It's not normal that people try to control situations in or circumstances. Hold on. I want to make sure you guys can hear me, okay? So for some others of you, if this is a third party, all right, the third party has manifested this in their life. So if you're dealing with somebody that's an option, that at one time you felt like you could have had a connection with, you could have, you know, been with this person, you wanted something more out of this person, and ultimately them trying to abuse their power when it comes to you or trying to control you has ultimately resulted in them manifesting chaos or competition to the point where you want to walk away, to the point where you want to leave and abandon the situation. So again, it's going to be different for all of you guys in here. I'm definitely knowing that there's a third party in here. Okay, so because the Three of Pentacles, there's definitely a third party in here. One of you guys, some of you guys in here, whether you're a masculine or you're a feminine, you're dealing with a third party. Okay, and for others of you, this is what you are, a representation, and it could be both. You know what I'm saying? It could be both. Some of you guys could be, you know, yeah. Look, Queen of Cups to the Four of Wands. One thing you guys will learn about my guides is they straightforward. You know, I don't got to go around the corner to get across the street. So I'm definitely seeing a baby mother or a mother. All right. This could be a baby father or a father. Okay. In a household, in a community here, somebody tries to abuse their power. When it comes to you trying to have control. Yeah. And this needs to end with the Death card. Unfortunately, that's not the way you handle people. You know what I'm saying? I would have a motherfucking fit if somebody attempted to abuse their power because they have connection or access to me and try to control me. I automatically, in my spirit, I'm going crazy. Like, that just cannot happen. I'm automatically triggered by anybody that tries to control me, anybody tries to abuse their power because I've allowed them to have access towards me, because it's not natural, it's not organic. Okay, it's not natural, it's not organic for anybody to want to do that. and it goes against my ancestors and my angel guides. You know what I'm saying? So I automatically rebel and reject against that. It's not normal. So something needs to change here, whether that's again with yourself, whether you are abusive or you abuse your power with people that you have access with, or you try to control that energy with people you have access with. Because again, you're going through the dark night of the soul. You have to face why you are this way, right? Why do you want to abuse your power to the people that you have access with? Or why do you want to be controlling, right? So you have to look at that, especially with the third party. If this is like a co-worker situation or an employment situation, or if this is, you know, with somebody that's a connection in your relationship, you know, maybe you guys are dealing with multiple people. Why are you trying to control a situation here? That's going to bring judgment again, because it's not natural. What's this judgment? Yeah, King of Pentacles. This is somebody that's committed. They're a provider. You know, this could be a father. This could be a husband. Okay, fast communication is coming in. Yeah, how strong this dark night of the soul is. So somebody's definitely crying. Okay, this father. Thank you, Whistle Mama. This father. Okay, this father. Because I'm seeing the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is like a father who is married, a father who has commitments. They could have a business. They could have employees, okay? And fast communication is trying to help this man or this woman, all right, understand why the fuck they got to go through this. Why are you going through a dark night of the soul? And the answer is you have an illusion. Somebody is living in an illusion. And the illusion is that you can control and abuse the control or abuse power because you have access to somebody, or you had access, or you want access. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be forced through a dark night of the soul because it's not natural. And when I say natural, we was talking about this yesterday. We're talking about in terms of universal law. Y'all forget that there is a bigger divine situation going on. There's divine laws out here and universal laws. Now, King of Pentacles, we know you a boss daddy energy. We know you control a lot of shit. But bitch, you don't control the universal law. Excuse my French, but for real. Sometimes you got to humble yourself. You got to stand back and be like, look, you might have a lot of money. You might have a lot of access. You might have, you know, a big network. But you think you bigger than the universe? You think you bigger than God? With the Strength card here. You think you can say and do whatever the fuck you want to do? King of Pentacles to the Strength card to the Eight of Wands. That's for somebody here. I'm not talking about everybody. I've already described multiple levels that you guys are at. So don't get triggered. Don't get offended. Just take the discernment. For some of you, this could be a masculine in your life that's trying to have some type of control. This could be your husband. This could be a father. This could be your employer, right? This could be somebody who feels like they have the control. Well, bitch, you're going to go through the dark night of the soul. Okay, you're going to have to face the reality of what the universe is, because you're not bigger than life out here. And this could be, again, why somebody is crying, because you have to face what the fuck made you feel like you was bigger than the universe, where you could have control. Who do you think you are? Who the fuck? Now, excuse me, Tyreek, because I know you just said I was talking nice and everything. But y'all know when I get these motherfuckers to show up in my reading, it kind of switched me off a little bit. See, I was dealing real nice when I was dealing with the collective, when I was dealing with you laid back, chill energies. But then we got to get this King of Pentacles who feel like they can control the collective, the energy, the universe. And then, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker need to be humble. You need some reality checks. So hopefully you can trust me to humble you respectfully. I'll do it in the most ethical and integral way. But this is why you facing these traumas for healing purposes only. It's not to hurt you. Okay, damn, I heard fool. I heard it's not to hurt you, fool. King of Pentacles. Yeah. Didn't I say I heard fool? Ain't that the fool card? I heard it, then it popped out. Spirit said fool. Now listen, if this was a high vibrational person, we would want to see the fool energy, because the fool energy talks about leaps of faith and taking risks and having new beginnings. But you a motherfucking fool on the lower end if you think you're going to have a new beginning, Nine of Cups, and celebrate trying to be controlling and abusing power. You a motherfucking fool. That's what Spirit said, baby. And it popped right over the dark night of the soul. So since you thought you was going to have a new beginning controlling somebody and abusing power, how about Spirit put your ass through a dark night of the soul, and that be your motherfucking new beginning, and that be the leap of faith that you about to have. And that be what the fuck you gonna celebrate. Because if you didn't abuse power and you abuse your power and try to have control, you might have been able to have a new beginning. You might have been able to take this risk and go ahead and get your wish fulfillment. But because you in the energy of trying to control somebody or something, then your bitch ass is going to get forced into a dark night of the soul. And that's your new beginning. Then you see how spirit will really humble you because you think you bigger than life. You got some money, you own a business, you married or whatever it is. Whatever it is. Yeah, you don't gotta want it. You're gonna be forced into the dark night of the soul. That's your new beginning. That's somebody here, whoever this, I'm talking about the King of Pentacles now. So if you somebody that's dealing with a third party or you somebody that's got some external things, we'll talk about that in a second. But right now I'm talking about this King of Pentacles boss daddy energy who thought they was going to celebrate and having a new beginning, controlling and abusing their power. This is who I'm talking about. Actually, what this person is about to go through is a dark night of the soul if they're not already going through it because they bitch ass is crying. You somewhere crying. You ain't got to confirm it. I already know you are. You ain't got to tell me you are. You're crying. You're tearing up. Tears are dropping down your eyes because you have access to, look, somebody's in the chat right now telling on themselves. Don't no woman want you. You gonna say, I don't need no women right now. Don't no woman need you. You abusing your power and you trying to control a situation. You need to go somewhere and heal. You need to go somewhere and heal. You need to face your traumas, whatever happened in your past or present that makes you feel like, because you got a bag, a couple of bags or a bag, or you have employees or people that answer to you, that you feel like you can abuse power. What's this person? Now we're going to meta with you. Now I'm about to meta with you because I'm a little nosy. I want to know what's your past traumas. I want to know what is this person having to face that has gotten them to this point where they are not going to be able to celebrate a new beginning that they thought. What is the past trauma? What is the past trauma that they are dealing with? Okay. Figures. Let me have one more. Figures. Okay. So this person didn't listen to their intuition with the high priest in reverse. Okay, they did it. It says secrets, harm, hidden agenda, disconnected from their intuition, withdrawn, okay, selfish, shallow, ignorant, misunderstanding, and it says justice. You did not listen to your intuition when you were supposed to make something fair. Because, listen, when you a King of Pentacles, you ain't going to be fair all the time. You got to play the game accordingly. Every now and then, you're going to have to handle your business. You're going to have to. But when your intuition tells you to do right, when your intuition tells you to do right, then do right. Do right. It's the sword of the truth. All you had to do was tell the truth. For some person, this could have involved the justice system or the institution of justice. Take it as it resonates. All you had to do was tell the truth. All you had to do was make something fair. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do was listen to your intuition. My opinion don't matter. You're right. My opinion is my opinion. But what about your opinion, Drake? Drake Mandrakes. What about your opinion? This is your intuition. This is your mindset. This is your subconscious. This is your heart. This is your ancestor speaking to you, your angel guides. Fuck my opinion. It don't matter. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. You was there. Your ancestors was there. The spirit, the guide was there. So what are you saying? Fuck your intuition? Fuck your ancestors? Are you saying the ancestors' opinion don't matter to you? Are you saying your angel guide's opinion don't matter? Your source? Because that's what I see here. Somebody totally ignored their own guide, ancestors, angel guides. Take it as it resonates. So you basically disrespected your own self. And that's what makes a leader, a boss, when you have the discernment to make quality decisions for yourself and for others. And a lot of great bosses and a lot of great leaders, they listen to their guides. They listen to their intuition. This is what makes them great. Okay? So this is what happened here. This is a passage. This is why somebody has to face their past trauma. Why didn't somebody listen to their intuition to make something fair? Because they need to heal. This would have forced them to heal something. This would have put them in a resting, relaxation, meditation energy. This was their opportunity to heal. To say, okay, I don't got to be evil. I don't got to be nasty. I don't have to be mean. You see what I'm saying? I could be fair. I could be just. This would have renewed that person's lifeline. This would have renewed that person. It would have given you a seed in the ground for you to clear karmic debt. Whatever that you have done in the past as a King of Pentacles, somebody that's a boss daddy, a boss energy, you would have had the opportunity to clear that karmic debt because it was a renewal. It would have renewed your karma. This is what I'm telling you here. This would have Four of Swords, Knight of Cups, renewed your karma, I'm telling you, and manifested your magician energy again. For some of this person could have, in the past, because you got to give credit where credit is due. I'm not going to totally knock you. As a King of Pentacles, you did something right to boss up. As a King of Pentacles, you got to that spot and that place for a reason. You attained or acquired that position for a reason. But when it came for you to renew your ability to create and manifest, you slipped. Because you probably was operating in your ego. This is why the guide came in and said, okay, let me humble you a little bit. Let me help you make something fair. You can clear out the karmic debt where you was in your ego. You was, you know what I'm saying? You was making decisions because you thought you was high and mighty. So your intuition stepped in and said, let me kind of bring you back down to reality before you get ahead of yourself. Let me help you, you know what I'm saying? Clear out this shit where you was doing too much. And that was spirit giving you an opportunity to renew yourself, renew your ability to manifest your creativity so that you could keep going for longevity. You could have been at the emperor status. You would have had spiritual authority. You would have had the boundaries and the leadership. You would have had the trust of the ancestors to keep going. But when you ignored that opportunity, you forfeited your ability to be in this magician energy. Okay, creative. Damn. Who would have known? Clarify the magician. You needed renewal. You can't ride on the creativity and manifestation from 20 years ago, from 15 years ago, whatever you had that allowed you to keep going, to keep building. You can't hold on. You need new energy. And spirit wanted to renew your magician energy. The magician is who has all of the resources available to take action, to create, to manifest, right? You got all these resources. So spirit was going to give you a new opportunity for you to renew your abilities with the magician. Yeah, Knight of Swords, but you were reckless. You were impulsive, ego, pride. You didn't listen. You was out. You made a decision because you could have been under some type of illusion with the Seven of Cups. You felt like you had a lot of options with the King of Pentacles. Even though you were in a committed relationship or a marriage, you could have had a whole bunch of options because I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles. These bitches could have been hyping you up, which put you in pride and ego, like you knew everything. You had it going on. You was living in this fantasy world, which is an illusion to make you think you bigger and better than life. So you did something impulsive here with the Knight of Swords. What did this person do? You were reckless. You didn't bring some justice. You wasn't fair. Okay? What's the Knight of Swords? Eight of Pentacles. Something behind some work. You walked away from doing the work. You wanted the easy way. Okay? You wanted the easy way. Yeah, you wanted to steal time, energy, and or money when it came to true love, when it came to love, when it came to your heart space. Listen, whoever's listening to this reading, be very careful. I hope you guys are learning lessons. I hope you guys are learning lessons about your intuition, because some of you guys are going to be forced in the dark night of the soul because you think you're too high and mighty because you're in your ego and your pride. All right? Some of you guys need to be able to clear out that karmic debt. Okay, period. They chose the road. Yeah, they knew it wasn't right. Yeah, Knight of Swords. They should have put in the work. 88 is significant. This is a mirroring. It's also the infinity sign. Like going around in a loop. You didn't put in the work. You didn't put in the work. Instead, you walked away from doing the work, the hard work. Listen, we know it's hard. We know it's hard. That's why everybody can't go. Everybody can't be You know what I'm saying? Because the work is hard. We know it's hard. That's why very few people make it. Scripture says that the labor is what? The labor is much, but the laborers are few. Somebody didn't want to put the work in. 8 of Cups to the 8 of Pentacles. What's the work? Thank you, Spirit. The world, closing out cycles. See what I'm saying? I told you, whoever this King of Pentacles was or is, because this could be somebody going through this right now. Whoever the King of Pentacles is, you got to know how to close out cycles, baby. Because when you at the King of Pentacles stage, when you've gotten the employer, you know, you think you've reached it all, it's another stage. It's an Emperor energy out here. See, it's something more than the King of Pentacles. You could have went to the Emperor. If you would have closed this cycle out and did the work, the next level would have been the Emperor. And the Emperor is spiritual ranking, spiritual authority. The next level is, you know, is the Emperor status. The Emperor is every king in the deck. You stopped your growth. You stunted your growth. You needed to close out a cycle here. Completion, accomplishment. What did you need to accomplish? Be fair. Be fair. All y'all got to do is, if your intuition, now listen, I know the game ain't always, you can't always be fair in the game, but the game is always fair. You understand? So you got to understand how you want to play the game, because when you in here and you a boss in the game, even if you don't want to be fair, the game is fair. That's why the saying is hate the player, not the game. Hate the game, not the player. But the game is fair. So you're going to hate the game because the game is fair. That's why I don't never knock the issue when it comes to the game. Because in life, when it comes to playing that life, it's fair. But if you ain't fair, you ain't playing the game. You got to know when to be fair. Okay? It was meant for you to close out a cycle here. That's what I'm saying here. So you could elevate and go to the next stage. And that's for the King of Pentacles. Okay? You got these motherfuckers out here pumping your motherfucking head up to the point where you feel like you don't got to be fair because you think you bigger than the game. Listen, baby. Listen, baby. All right? Queen of Swords in reverse. Oh, you want to have control, want to have power here. You want to be reckless. Baby, your intuition is there for a reason. All right? Masculine, feminine. Your intuition is there for a reason. Listen to it. Listen to it. Let me see what else we have out here. All right. So somebody's going through a dark night of the soul for that reason. That's one of y'all here. It's the King of Pentacles, boss daddy energy. That's why you feeling emotional right now, babe. All right? That's why you feeling emotional now. All right? All right, use your wisdom here. All right, use your life experiences so you can help others. You got a soul family out here. All right, if this is you getting a second chance, it looks like you're getting a second chance. Go ahead and face the present and past karmas. All right, for healing purposes. All right, because you can go to another stage. So if you resonated with this King of Pentacle or Queen of Pentacle energy, go through the learning phase so you can go to the next level here, or not, or motherfucking not. Okay, you ain't got to. Okay, all right. What else is out here when it comes to this dark night of the look? Teamwork, marriage proposal. Listen, child, you can't be in your ego and pride trying to get married. You can't be in your ego and pride trying to abuse your access to somebody. It don't work like that. It don't fucking work like that. All right. What else is out here? Holy Spirit. Okay, period. Look, spiritual awakening, new project, new idea. Let me see. Let me do this again. It's new. Y'all can't be operating in that old ass energy. It's new. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a new result. Sometimes you got to switch that shit up. My cousin used to say that all the time. Switch the game up. You feel me? You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Sometimes you got to switch it up. Sometimes you got to switch it up. Okay? What else is out here? Plant the seed, right? Plant the seed, right? Sometimes you ain't going to see, when you plant a seed, if you know anything about farming, you're not going to see a harvest immediately. Some of y'all be wanting shit to happen so fast. Y'all be like, if I can't see it right, then I don't want it. Well, what you seed grows. Make sure you're planting good seeds in good soil. Look at the matrix. Y'all be in the matrix, in the motherfucking loop. Loop, 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 loop. Spirit wanted to help somebody here plant something new so you can get out this motherfucking matrix. Because the matrix is all about feeling stuck, repeating cycles, and you constantly looking for signs. Because you going through the same thing over and over and over again. That's matrix energy here. This was your healing opportunity. This is your healing opportunity for activation. Celestial alignment, star seed activation. This is this dark night of the soul. Listen, my baby down there calling me. No, I got to get off this thing. I got a 1 o'clock show. All right. If I'm saying something that resonates with you, you know, just take this as the guidance here. Your soul family is out here. Wisdom is out here. So we're going to send you positive energy and love. Go through your dark night of the soul. Don't avoid it. Go ahead and plant this seed. So you can come out of this cycle here. This matriarch. Why'd I say matrix, matriarch? Spirit says something about a matriarch. Matriarchal energy. So you can come out of this matriarchal energy. Somebody got a mother wound. Somebody has a mother wound. Because I said, so you can come out of this matriarchal energy. Somebody. Why would I say that? Why would I say matriarchal energy? Why would I say matriarchal energy? Look, death card. Put an end into this energy. Okay, somebody here, you got a mother wound. Because it says bonding right here. Look, that bond, that is something was attached to you. Some type of something was attached to you. All right. And this could be like a matriarchal wound or a situation here. What is this? Look, with the Queen of fucking Wands. Yeah, healing is out here. All right, so I guess whoever I'm talking to now, if you know there is a matriarchal energy, all right, that is hindering you, causing you to repeat cycles. Some of you guys could be choosing the same women. All right, some of you guys could have the same issues with women or men. Take it as a resonance child. Could be a father wound. Okay. What's the Two of Wands to the death? Two of Wands to the death energy. Look at that. Not listening to your intuition. These are secrets. This is hidden agenda. You're going to put an ending to your matriarchal energy that keeps you hiding your emotions, that keeps you keeping secrets. Okay, maybe this is how you, ooh, with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody here, this could be a baby mother or a mother issue. Y'all got issues. It's issues out here with a mother. Mother, baby mother. This person could have a hidden agenda. This could be your baby mother, or this could be your mother. This could be your baby father, or this could be your father. This person has hidden agendas. This person could have created codependency issues within you, or this person could be codependent. There's something that need to end here with this energy. Somebody needs to heal, whether this is a mother wound or whether this is something with a baby mama, because we did see the third party out here. For some of you, this is going to be different. Take the energy as it resonates, child. I'm just reading it, child. Okay, I'm just reading the energy. But some of you guys, the reason you feel stuck, the reason you have been repeating cycles is a mother wound or a mother issue, baby mother issue, and it's in reverse. This is emotional manipulation. This is, again, that Queen of Swords in reverse energy. So now I am talking about a third party or somebody that you are in a contract with, a relationship with, or you work with that abuses their power because they have access to you. This is a baby mother or this is a mother. Take it as it resonates. Okay, this needs to end. What's the death energy here? What's this death energy? Temperance. So somebody has a mother, a baby mother, a father, a baby father that likes to keep you imbalanced. Okay, this energy, you're supposed to be balanced, tempered, right? Okay? You're supposed to have harmony. You're supposed to be able to find your purpose. You're supposed to be living your purpose. But for some reason, a woman, because they have access to you, keeps you off balance, child. Okay? Well, then it's not your reading, Denton. What the hell, y'all? Come on now. You are a natural healer. Spirit is trying to activate you, teach you about divine love that is equal give and take. So you need to have some type of self-love. But if you keep teaming up with men and or women who abuse their power when they have access to you by trying to have some motherfucking control, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, respectfully, it's probably never been heard of. But when I knew that I was going to do my baby daddy, who I loved dearly, significantly, I loved him so much, I left him the fuck alone. You feel me? I loved my fiance, my child's father, so much that instead of harboring resentment and being revengeful and knowing that I would hurt him or put him in a worse predicament, I left. That's rare. That's rare because bitches will hold on. Feminines will hold on to these masculines knowing they will destroy their motherfucking life. You understand what I'm saying? And I wrote, you could say a Dear John letter, whatever. I loved him so much that because I knew I wasn't in a good headspace, because I knew I wasn't in my right state of mind, I left. He was too good to me. He was too good to me. He had given me too much in terms of spiritual growth, in terms of molding me into the woman, for me to ever stick around and damage him. And it's rare because I see bitches and what they do to their baby dads and the attitudes that they have. And I can't relate. I can't relate. I don't have a baby dad that made me so angry at him that I would sit around and talk about him. I cannot fucking relate. I'm very rare. This is like a baby mother, a baby father, because fathers do it too. Fathers do it too. Okay? You sit around there and you don't let go and this, that, and the third. You try to have control because you have access. I'm just grateful. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't going to say, you know, he did some things. I'm not saying he's perfect. You know, I'm not saying he was perfect in the end. But I'm saying what my feelings was towards him. I didn't want to be a burden. And as a mother, I've done that with my son. There was times that my son admitted that I wasn't the best to him. And I had to take accountability for that. But I'm a different breed of a woman. You understand what I'm saying? It's not too many women and mothers out here that would be willing to sacrifice themselves instead of the men in their lives. And society even teaches us. Society teaches the women to sacrifice these men. And I just don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to have nothing to do with that mentality. I don't want to have nothing to do with that agenda. I don't want to have nothing to do with that programming. I will leave you alone. And I will respectfully ask that you leave me alone before you cause a burden and try to abuse control in my life, because I would never do that to you. I respect your ancestors too much. You understand? I respect your ancestors too much to dwindle you down to nothing. To nothing. And I'm saying right here, somebody is stuck in this cycle. You looking for a sign, and respectfully, you should be able to get the sign from the women in your life, whether it's a mother, or it's a baby mother. You should be able to get this information. You should be able to get this healing. You should be able to get this. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm talking about now. Listen, it's some men out here that if I could, I'd step on their motherfucking neck and spit on them. You understand what I'm saying? It's some men that deserve that, right? But because I'm not that type of woman, I will hope another bitch would do it for me. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't knock the women who bring karma in these men's life because that's their karma. I just can't be the karma, because it's some men that I honestly wish I could put my foot on their neck and literally just, I ain't even gonna lie, they deserve it. But I know there's a woman who is bred for that. That's their destiny. That's who they are. That's what they're made for. I know it is. And y'all end up with these women. This could be these women. I'm not going to knock these women. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they bring in the justice. Sometimes they bring in the justice to the men who have wronged us. Sometimes they be the karma. So I'm not going to knock them. But for this particular situation, for this masculine, that's going through the dark night of the soul, your issue is a mother or a baby mother. You know, abusing you're supposed to have balance. You're supposed to be connected to a soul family. I'm just reading the energy, so I'm not playing both sides. I'm just telling you how I feel, how I am, and what's out here. You're supposed to be tempered. What's this temperance? You know, you're supposed to have harmony. You're supposed to be in your purpose. You're supposed to have meaning. You understand? Yeah, you won't walk away. You know, you're like, let me try one more time to get it right. Let me, you know, it's a fucking cycle with the matrix. You know what I'm saying? You keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. So every time y'all fall out, or every time this mother or baby mother or whatever, auntie, sister disrespect you, because it could be a sister, it could be an auntie, it could be whoever. Take it as it resonates, okay? You don't walk away. You like, let me try this one more time. You clinging on to the past, and unfortunately, that's matrix energy. That's a matrix attitude. You keep walking through these cycles, and you're looking for a sign. Spirit is saying, plant the seed. Plant the seed of healing, sweetheart. What's the seed? The seed of self-love. You don't love yourself enough to walk away from bullshit that you better than? You don't love yourself enough? That's self-love. Look at yourself in the mirror. Do you deserve to be in balance? Do you deserve that? I mean, maybe you do. What's the seed here? So somebody here, whoever you are, you've planted this seed, and this is what you've got. For some of you in your life, you was, you know, caused chaos. You caused tension, you know, so you got to clear this debt out. Whoever I'm picking up in, when it comes to a baby mother, when it comes to a mother, when it comes to an aunt, uncle, baby father, you got to clear this debt out because you planted this seed with the Five of Wands here. For some of you, you could have left people out in the cold that you weren't supposed to with the Knight of Cups. For some of you, your intuition told you to go towards a person or to make an offer, a romantic gesture, and you didn't because you're so used to holding on, codependency issues, not loving yourself. So instead of going in the direction you were supposed to go when it came to romance, you decided to stay in this chaos. So you planted this seed. So again, this is why this father figure is going through it, this dark night of the soul, because you planted this seed. You planted this seed. So this is your harvest. Okay, to go through this chaos, go through this tension. Five of Wands. Yeah. Because it's, so somebody here, this could be whoever I'm dealing with now, because we've shifted into a new energy. Whoever you are, you've been an energy vampire in your life before. You've stolen from somebody time, energy, and or money that you should have invested in. Okay, I'm seeing the Seven of Swords to the Five of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords talks about, you know, being sneaky, being deceptive. And then the Five of Pentacles talks about leaving somebody out in the cold, or, you know, it's like a missed opportunity. Okay. So you stole somebody's energy, time, energy, and or money, and you left them out in the cold, missed opportunity. And you could have went and made, you know, went back to another person here to try to make something right. And Spirit is saying, this is why you having chaos right now. Five of Wands. This is why you got this shit going on. This tension, this chaos. This is why you up at night. Going through the dark night of the soul, okay? Facing your past and present traumas. The Spirit said it's for healing purposes, okay? Let's close this out, Holy Spirit, please. Thank you. Yeah, Spirit said that's the truth. Ace of Swords. Face the truth. Listen, we all go through the dark night of the soul. This ain't nothing new. Everybody go through it. Spirit said this is the truth. So what I'm saying is the truth. You used to juggling, okay? Trying to have multiple priorities here. You got bad time management, new management here. You be trying to juggle people, places, and or things. You be weighing options when it comes to love connections here. And this is why you're getting some type of karma, okay? Because you don't know how to make a decision here. Yeah, somebody here, you need to go heal. Healing is powerful, you guys. I'm just saying here, because you're supposed to be balanced. Now listen, if you was a player and you didn't have, and your ancestors didn't have a plan for you, if you know, if you was just a regular degular smuggler, this you would, Spirit be like, go ahead and play. You got free will. Do what the fuck you want to do, right? But because you have the soul family, because you're connected to ancestors, because you're connected to something bigger, then you are going to be faced with this dark night of the soul, because you're supposed to be walking in your purpose. If you didn't have a purpose, then you could be out here doing whatever the fuck you want to do. But when you have a purpose, you're going to be held to a different standard. You're going to be held to a different accountability. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're a masculine or you're a feminine energy. If you was a regular degular smuggler, you could go out here and do the things everybody else does. That's how everybody else get away with everything, because they don't have no purpose. They weren't made for it. or they denied it a long time ago. Take it as it resonates. Which you can. You got free will. You don't have to. You can keep planting the seeds. You can keep staying in the matrix. You can keep going through the cycle. You got free will. You can do what the fuck you want to do. Okay? You can do, honestly, whatever you want to do. You can do it. Whoever I'm talking to. You do not have to come out of the matrix. You do not. You do not have to go through the dark night of the soul. But if you, who you are wise, if you want to, you can make that decision to actually complete this dark night of the soul. And Spirit is saying you can alchemize this energy here, okay? So if you are going through like chaos, if you're going through tension, if you're going through all that, you could actually alchemize this energy. You could use this, come through, Spirit. Whoever you are, whoever I'm talking to, you can use this energy and you can alchemize it. This pain, you know, this lack of confidence, your self-esteem, you could use all of that energy and you could alchemize it. And Spirit said you could use it. And then you could come back a God. You can come back a goddess and sit on your throne. You could use the energy. You could use it for your highest good and go through the transformation, go through the transition. Use it. Don't lose it. Use it. So you're probably saying, how do you use it, Maisha? How do you use it? First of all, you got to be aware that people are projecting on you as well. All right. So a lot of the energies that you are feeling is people projecting on you. Because remember, the idea is for you to stay the same. The idea is for you to stay in repetitive cycles, right? So first you need to acknowledge that that's a projection energy trying to keep you stuck in a cycle because the matrix do not want you to be released. Once you realize that, then you can get in there and you can play the game, right? People projecting on you, right? Come through. Once you realize that people are projecting that in order for you to keep making the same decisions to keep you stuck in the cycle, then here come the miracles. But if you being ignorant, like, nah, this is just life, and you don't realize that the matrix is fighting for you to stay, and you keep making the same decisions, you keep going through the same thing, right? You're like, fuck it, I'm going, then you will never reach escaping that. You will never come into this beautiful expected end, right? The blessings that wants to come towards you. This is miracle energy. The rainbow signifies chakra energy, right? You coming out of the matrix or you acknowledging the projection will end up fixing your chakras, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, right? It will align. You will come into alignment because you will realize what the fight is about. The fight is about keeping you come through. I ain't got a lot of nobody. I don't got a lot of y'all. That projection is about keeping you stuck and you got to break free. Because your throne is waiting for you if you want it. Or you can stay stuck in the assimilation, the program. It's literally a simulation. You keep doing the same program in the same game and you stand stuck. Never advancing, never getting ahead. Still choosing the lovers out of fucking passion and fucking lust. Going through heartbreak, all right? Instead of going through a spiritual awakening and getting loyalty and love. Listen, y'all do what the fuck y'all want to do. I'm Maisha. I am the livest energy reader around, okay? I just provide clarity, enlightenment, confirmation to you by reading the energy of the day. I hope you guys got something from that reading. We would love to welcome you in the soul family. We would love to embrace you. We would love to unite with you and connect with you and for you to come into this energy of miracles, transformation, so that it could work for you. Your throne is awaiting on you. Escape the matrix. Stop letting people project and keep you stuck in a cycle. All right, repeating the same patterns because they don't want you to come out of it. Miss Angela is a new subscriber. I appreciate you guys so much. Mr. 420 Prophet, period. I appreciate you being here. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the other side. Put the work in. Your ancestors is rooting for you. Your soul family is rooting for you guys. And I'll see you guys on the other side because I know y'all going to do what y'all got to do. All right. I'll be back at about 3 or 4 o'clock today, Pacific time, to update you on a new energy reading. If you need anything about from me, check my about page. If you guys want to book a personal, you could do that. And I'm always open to receiving super chats. All right. And donations. Talk to you later. You guys have a beautiful day.